Hey everyone, welcome back to Creative Codex. Today we will be having an introduction of PictoBlox. So there's two versions. The first version is the web version and the second version is the app. So I have the app downloaded here and everything's ready and stuff. So so when you first enter PictoBlox in the app, it'll give you a small pop-up depending if you have the updated version or the non-updated version. I have the non-updated version, but both of them still work the same. So I'll just click on the cross mark. And here's the second pop-up. You will also see this one in the web version, and from here on everything will be the same in the app and the web version. So we have three options to choose from. First we have block coding, and then we have Python coding, and then we have machine learning. So we also have a fourth one which will be coming very soon, but not right this second. And in Creative Codex, we will be doing block coding in the beginning, and sooner we will be doing machine learning, and later we will be heading on to Python. So just be patient. Okay, so we have block coding, so I'll just click on block coding. And now we have different things here. On the left, we have all of our blocks. So these are the normal blocks. You can also find these on Scratch. Then we have this button here. If you click on this button, it'll give you all of these, and you can choose from any of these, and these are called the extensions. And using the extensions, you can create more advanced projects which are a little bit more interesting. And so using the extensions, you can do face detection. So if you want the app to recognize who you are, like your face, or you can do object detection, so it'll identify the objects that you show it, like if you show it some scissors or like a pencil or a keyboard or a mouse or a phone, right? So then we have like all these other different things. We even have Alexa and ChatGPT, and we also have a video player and music and so many other things. But for now we will stick with the normal version without any like extensions or anything. And then on the tab like bar here, we have Python, costumes, and sounds. So if you click on Python, it'll like take you to the Python environment. If you want to do that, you can click on go ahead, but for now I'm not gonna do that, so I'll click on cancel. And we have costumes. Costumes are the different ways that you can find how to make the character look, right? And you even have options to like change how it looks, and like you can create your own sprite, and a sprite would be this character here, right? And this character's name is Toby, and he like represents the PictoBlox, just like how the cat will represent Scratch. So you have all of these different designs that PictoBlox has given you. So you can choose any of them, and you can even code it to go through all of them. And yeah, and we have sounds. This is the grunt sound, so it'll sound really weird. So if you click on this button, it'll play you the sound, and if you can make it faster or slower or louder or softer or any of those things you see. And then if you click on this one, you can like find more sounds, and you can choose any one of these. And you also have, if you just don't click it and hover over it, you can click find the sound, that'll take you to the same area we were just at. Or you can record, so you can record your voice, or you can have a surprise, and you can upload a sound from your computer. Now we have a couple of options here, and here you have the sprite Toby. So if you want to name it a different thing, like let's say I want to name it Teddy Bear instead of Toby or something, so you can type it in with your keyboard, click on enter, and now his name is Teddy Bear. And then you have a show or a hide. So right now it's on show, so you can see Toby. If you click on this, it'll hide. And then we have an X and Y coordinate area. So you can think of your stage. Your stage is this whole area like Toby can be in, okay? And then if you think of stage, the stage is just a huge graph. So there's the X area or the Y area. So if you know your coordinates, let's say I say 0, X will be 0 and Y will be 0, and I click on enter, he will be in the middle. So this is the middle of the stage. And then you have size, so you can make him like really big, let's say 200, and then he'll be big. 100 would be like the usual size, so it like whatever character you choose, it'll always be at 100. Like that's the default number. You can always change it. And we have the direction. So using this, you can change how Toby is rotating. So right now he's like this. Let's say I want to make him upside down, like that. And yeah. So let's put it back at 90. And then we have backdrops and sprites. So if you click on this, you can choose from a whole bunch of different sprites, and some of them are the same from Scratch, but you can also find different ones which are not in Scratch. If you see this one, this is the Scratch cat, these two. And I'm pretty sure these 3 buttons are also in Scratch and stuff like that. And at the top here you have some different things, and if you click on letters, right, you'll see sprites which are related to letters. You can click on robot, which are robots, fashion, or like clothes and things you wear, and food, stuff that you can eat, and sports, like stuff related to sports like soccer or tennis and stuff like that. Yeah, and then you can hover over it, and this is the same thing what we had in the sounds. So you can just hover over it, search will take you to where we were. Paint, you can create your own sprite from scratch, like so let's you can like draw shapes and circles and whatever, and put it all together and make a sprite of your very own. Or you can go to surprise, or you can do upload sprite. And then we have backdrops. Backdrops will be at the background, and backdrops are basically the same thing as background for the stage. So let's say I want to choose a background, right? Then you can click on background, and then you have all of these different backgrounds. And again, some of them are from Scratch, and some of them are the ones PictoBlox has created. Like you don't see track arena and the other stuff in Scratch. So you can also have the different categories of different backdrops. So each like tab has a different backdrop category. And yeah, if you click on this backdrop here, you can find like backdrop code, so you can like code the backdrop. And then you have, if you just hover over it like everything else, you have a search, a paint, or a surprise, or an upload, and you can choose any of these. So in the beginning of a game, you can always use events. And this, so let's say we have a something is running, right? The code is running. So then you can see the red stop sign kind of thing highlighted, and then you can click on it, and then all of your code will stop instantly. Then you have upload firmware, or you can have this camera button. If you click on it, you can like see your camera. Right now my camera is off, and you can click on it again, and now you don't have a camera. And this will see how you arrange your code. So let's say you want to see more of your code and less of your stage area. You can click on this one, like equal, then you can click on this one. And if you want to make your stage like you are done coding and you want to see how everything works together, you can click on the full screen button and then start your code. And yeah, that's that. And you can also have a couple of things at the very top here. So here you have the PictoBlox logo, obviously, and then you have file. Let's see what happens when we click on file. We have a whole bunch of different things. Okay, so first we have new. If you click on new, it will take you to a new area, and all of the changes you have made, you get to choose. Do you want to save your project, or do you want to take your project to the trash? And you just make sure that if you take your project to the trash, you can never see it again because it's gone forever. Or if you click it on accident and you don't want any of it to happen, then you can click on this button, or you can click on cancel, and then you can have open. So let's say you have already created a project, you have already saved it to your computer, and it's in your files area here. Then you can click on open, and you can add on or show someone what you have done or anything, or like any changes that you want to do. And then you can click on open and then open it from your files. And then you have a save. Let's say I have a project, I have already saved it, and then I make some more changes, and now I want to save the updated version of my project. Then you can click on save, or a keyboard shortcut for this would be Ctrl and S. So if you click on Ctrl S, it will save it. It's the same as also clicking on that button. Then we have a save as. Save as is like you just created a project from scratch and you want to save it to your computer. And you can click on save as, and you can select where you want to save it on your computer. And then we have file sharing. Let's say I created a code, and I have created a project and I want to share it with someone. Then you can click on file sharing like this, and then it'll take you to this area. You'll see like a pop-up, and it'll say hold your horses. And at this moment you cannot click on anything or do anything, and then it'll say copy link. So you can copy your link, and you can like send the link to someone and they can see your code. And then you also have a QR code. You can also use this QR code to do the same thing the link does, but sometimes it's a little bit more convenient to use the link rather than the QR code, but they're both the same. Then we have the file, and then we have open file from link. Let's say the scenario is the opposite way. Let's say someone shares their file, like their file link to you and you want to see what's in it, then you can say open file from link, and then you can like paste your link that you have copied and then load file, and then you can see all the code. And then you also have examples. If you click on examples, it'll show you a couple of already pre-made code for beginners who want to learn how to code in PictoBlox and they are just getting familiar with using PictoBlox and they have no idea what they're doing and they want to see something as an example that has already been made. And then we have OpenML environment. That's the machine learning environment, and that's one of the things I showed you guys in the beginning. That's in our later videos. In our later videos, we will be doing block coding, and we will also be introduced to the ML environment, and we will also be doing Python. And then we have screen recording, and it'll record your screen. And then you have edit. You have restore, undo, or redo. Let's say I do something and I accidentally made a mistake and I want that change I just made to go away. Then you can click on undo and it'll like take you back to what you did. And then let's say you want to do a redo because you accidentally undid something, then you can click on redo and it'll do it back again. And then you have tutorials, and these are similar to what we have in Scratch, right? So you have this one in Scratch and getting started and make music and all of these stuff. And if you want to learn how to do any of these, let's say I want to learn how to do the ping pong game, then you can click on it and it'll show you a tutorial on how to do it. And we also have all of these from the beginning, so it has a different category of things each time. Robots, Arduino, Uno, and then a valve, and then so on. And then we also have board. If you click on board, you can connect anything you have. So I have a quirky robot, and so let's say I have the quirky robot and I want to connect it to test my code. So I can click on quirky, and then all of the blocks related to quirky will show up on the side here. And then we will have connect. So after I click on board, then you can connect. So my quirky has two ways to connect. So you can either connect it with a wire or you can connect it via Bluetooth. So then you can choose between these two, and then you can select whatever you have, and you can click on try again to refresh the screen, or you can click on this X if you don't want to do any of that. And also, if you want to do something via Bluetooth, you have to go to Stempedia and download PictoBlox link. So using the PictoBlox link, you can connect like quirky or other things to the computer to test your code. On top we also have this. So this says my project. Whatever like new project you do, it'll always be named my project. So you can go here and hit there, click on this, and then you can change the name, and then this is the name it will be saved as in your files here. So let's say I want to say first project demo, and then I save it, then this is the name I will see. And this is an easier way of doing this. So you can click on it and then it'll save it. So these are all the different projects that I have done throughout the past. So later on in my videos I'll teach you guys how to do the same. Right now I don't want to save this, cancel. And then we have settings, and we also have all of this, and then here you can create your own account, and you have, so for your first account that you create, you will have 1,000 credits. In my next video I'll show you guys how to create an account, but for right now you have 1,000 credits, and using your 1,000 credits you can create you can use a couple of extensions. So the AI extension, anything using speech detection or camera or face detection, those all require credits. And if you don't have any credits, then you cannot do those projects, and that means that you just need to create a new account. So nothing to be scared of. And that was the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you have a better understanding and knowledge of PictoBlox. Thank you for watching. Bye.